Okay, everybody, I did a review to help us out for our upcoming test tomorrow. So here's some review notes. We started off with this equation, 3 times x minus 2 equals 5 times x plus 1, and we distributed 3x minus 6 and 5x plus 5. Then I got rid of the smallest x, went minus 3x minus 3x, gave me a 2x. And then I went minus 5, gave me negative 11, divided by 2, and I get negative 5.5. All right, question 1. Question 2, I'm going through this kind of fast, but you guys can always pause it. Number 2, plus 12. I'm going to get rid of the fraction in a second. Multiply by 4 gave me a 48, and a 3x, and divided by 3, and I get negative 16. Okay, number 3, because of these 2's, I multiplied first everything by 2 to get rid of the fraction. So then I get a 8x. The 2's cancel, so I've got a 2x minus 5. Over here I get a 2x, and the 2's cancel to give me a 5x. Then I combined x's, I got a 10x. Combined x's, and I got a 7x. Then I went minus 10x minus 10x, gave me a negative 5 equals a negative 3x. Divide by negative 3, and I get a positive 5/3. Okay? 4, 3x minus 1x is a 2x. Let's combine those, and I distributed 2x plus 2. Now here, when I subtract 2x from both sides, the x's are gone. So you get negative 4 equals 2. Can't happen. So we say no solution. X's are gone, no solution. 5, I'm going to solve for r. So solve for r, I divide by pi and 5. Both are gone. And same thing on the other side, divide by 5 and pi. So what's the answer? Well, r is equal to c divided by 5 pi. That's the answer. 6, if the Fahrenheit degree temperature is 86, I put 86 in for f. So then I'm going to solve, okay? So then I went minus 32 gave me a 54. Then I multiply by 5 on both sides. 9c equals 270 divided by 9, and I get 30 degrees. Okay. 7, I want to graph 7. So the first thing I did was I solved for y. So solve for y, so I went minus 3x, minus 3x. So I get a negative 3x. I got a negative 4y equals a negative 3x minus 24. Divide by negative 4 everything. So I get y equals a positive 3/4 x plus 6. So I start at 6 and I go up 3 over 4. My slope is 3/4. My y-intercept is at 0.6. My x-intercept defined, I could continue graphing it until I hit it, or I just set I set y equal to 0. If I set y equals 0, then I'll get my x-intercept at negative 8. Okay. On the back side of the review sheet, I have inequalities. I went minus 8, gave me a negative 4. Multiply by 2, gives me a negative 1x, and negative 8. I divide by negative 1. I turn the inequality sign. X is less than 8, so I shade that way. Open circle. 9, since I have two signs, I have two equations. I have a negative 12 less than 2x plus 6, plus 6 plus 6. Divide by 2. I get x is greater than 3. On the other equation, because there's two equations, 2x minus 6 equals 24, plus 6 gives me 30. Divide by 2, I get 15. Get x is less than 15. So they're both open circle because there's no equal to. I have greater than 13 and less than 15. Greater than negative 3 and less than 15. Okay, 10, Tiffany is hiking down the mountain at a rate of 300 feet per minute. So I know she starts at 3,000 feet and then she goes down. So now we wanted to find out when she reaches the ground, sea level. So we set it equal to 0, because when the altitude is 0, and we solved. So we get, after we solve for t, is we get a time of 13.3. So she hits the ground, sea level, at 13.3 minutes. Okay, that helps me graph it. So I've got my scales of thousands, my scales of minutes here, and I drew from 4,000 to 13 1/3 minutes. That's when she is at sea level. Okay, so then write and solve an inequality. So here's my inequality, went 4,000 feet. Minus my 300t is less, so an inequality less than 2,400. And when I solve for t, I get t has to be, don't forget to turn the sign, greater than 5.3 seconds. So after 5.3 seconds, she's below 2,400 feet. Okay. Now, what does slope mean in words? She is going down 300 feet per minute. Okay. Domain is her time from 0 to 13.3, and her range is her altitude or height, and that's from 0 to 4,000 feet. Okay. And finally, we know from this equation here, it takes 5.3 minutes to get to that 2,400 feet. Okay, and that's all I have. And then we'll have the test tomorrow. So good luck to you. There's the review.